This video clip explains function shift. One example would be a function of x plus 1. What would that do to the how would that shift the function f of x? Let's take an example. So if we had y equals 2x minus 1, if we put in a x is 1, then y is also 1. If we change that function to f of x plus 1 instead of f of x, that means when I put in an x of 0 and add 1, multiply that by 2 and subtract 1, then it is y has a value of 1. So it used to be that x of a 1 would give us a y of 1, but now shifting it to f of x plus 1, when x is 0, then y is 1. So what that does is basically shifts it like that. So when x is 0, y is 1. So it seems counterintuitive because in my mind that's shifting it to the left, but I guess if you consider it moving it up, then that seems more like a plus. So just look at it the way that it lifts the graph up. Where when x is 1, it used to be y is 1, now y is 3. So if you think of it as lifting it up, then maybe that would make more sense that your f of x plus 1, it's lifting it up by 2 because there's a factor of 2 in the equation. So let's try f of x minus 2. So if I put in an x of 1 and subtract 2, then it would be at the same place as when x was a negative 1. If x is 1 where x used to be a negative 1, so I could take that one. Oops, I want to leave that one there. And I want to move this one. Okay, so the value where x used to be negative 3, that was for an x of negative 1. Now, if x is 1, and I take away 2, that's the same as a negative 1. So this one would slide over so that this, when x is 1, it's at the same place as it was when x was a negative 1. So f of x minus 2 moves to the right in one way of looking at it, but I guess in another way it moves down. So this value right here of x of where x equals 1, instead of being at y equals 1, is now at y equals negative 3. So maybe thinking of it as moving down would help it make more sense. So I labeled those. The one in the middle, that would be called our original function, y equals 2x minus 1. And if I shift it by adding 1, I get this graph. If I shift it by subtracting 2 from x, I get this graph. So that would be a function shift.